Ever since I had started reading the literature, I myself started trying to find out the basis of the message of the great master as to the unity of the religion and the universality of the creature. I deliberately using the word the universality of the creature because if even from an ordinary common sense point of view, no man or no creature comes into existence with this world in a process and manner different from any other. And consequently, it is an axiomatic to say that there is an inherent universality in the entire creation of the world, and therefore there is one single spirit that pervades the entire universe. The spirit may be one for the first time for a person, for a learner, narrow, but the spirit exists in the whole of the creation and the whole of the universe. This fact has been asserted repeatedly, not merely by Swami Vivekananda, in all his lectures during the 5-year period when he toured America and Europe and India, but it also has been asserted in all the religious books that have gone earlier. That is the reason why the Swamiji had repeatedly endeavored to say that the spirituality and the message of the Lord to his creation is a continuous process. There is without there being any beginning or there being any end. Over and above that, all of us happen to believe in one fact, starting with the fact that God is one, truth is one, Ekam Sat. Once you say Ekam Sat, whether you call that Sat by whatever name, the Sat continues to be what it is. Nobody can change its character, nobody can change its nature. If that be the case, the creation also continues to be one creation. That is the creation of the cosmic and the essential basic spirit from which all the other creatures emanate. For instance, if within heart of hearts we do not feel that the spirit does not exist. It is only a question of concept. If you believe in the concept, there is something in it, otherwise not. Swami Vivekananda said, God is nearer to ourselves than ourselves are. That is exactly what the Holy Quran stated, that God is nearer to you than the jugular vein of your body. That is, if he is nearer to you than even the jugular vein of the body, it is only your heart. There is spirit within you, the soul within you, he is God and nothing beyond that. If it is a question of searching for God from outside, it will be very difficult to find. In fact, in most of the cases of Muslims, you would have found during the time of prayer, some of them put up their hands upwards. It has been objected to, but the correct and proper method of holding your hands, if at all, is towards your chest. The reason is, if you spread your hands upwards, it will wrongly give an indication that God is only in the heaven, nowhere else. But on the other hand, when you put your hand towards your own heart, that means your heart, God lives in your heart and nowhere else. If God lives in every man's heart, then God lives everywhere, and each one of us has the divinity of, an element of the divinity of the eternal, cosmic, endless, immaculate, undying, deathless spirit. If I can give one small illustration which we can verify from our daily practice, when there is no air in the tire which we are using the car, what we do is trying to fill it with the air, and once, sometimes somebody, by reason of mischief or by accident, there is a puncture, the air comes out, with the result, the air or the spirit, which was universal, undivided, incapable of being divided, got separated or appeared to be separated by the intervention of the contours of the tire or a balloon, as the case may be. And the moment the shape of the balloon goes, or the attire is deflated, the entire air is single one without there being any interruption or severance between the two. That is exactly the relationship between the conscious and the universal spirit and our own spirit. Do not think in any way as inferior to anyone. Swami Vivekananda was always speaking about the suppressed people, not the repressed people. The suppressed people means certain other people have suppressed them, not they themselves by birth are depressed. But that suppression he wanted to put an end to. That was the mission of his life. That was the mission of his movement. That is one reason why the Ramakrishna Math and mission were established for the purpose of helping the poor people, people in distress, people are afflicted by natural calamities, either by earthquake or by storm or cyclone, in whichever part of the world, irrespective of the religion to which they owe allegiance. The Ramakrishna Math and mission is the first to go in to their further succor and help and relief. That very practical demonstration arises from the basic fact, as I pointed out already, from the assumption, from the belief, from the consciousness that the universal spirit is one, and there is no question of that spirit being split up into different things. Arjuna, Krishna, in his advice to Arjuna, said only this: you are saying that you are going to kill your grandfather, your guru, and your relations, but you are not going to kill them. Their body will die. Even if you do not kill them, the body will die somehow or other. But what you cannot kill, what you cannot put an end to is the spirit in them, and that spirit is eternal and immaculate and immanent. And that being the case, this message of Swami Vivekananda throughout has been to universalize the philosophy and the principles and the career and character, nature of all the beings in this world. That message still continues to be valid. That message requires to be emphasized, having regard to the frequent interruption of malicious forces and wishes and desires on the part of a few individuals. If this conference can be of any use, or can be of any validity, can be of any utility in removing and putting an end to that temporary malicious or madness that makes its appearance frequently, putting an end to this pure consciousness and pure life and pure spirit in the life career form of thousands and millions of people, not only in this country, in every part of the world, that will be the greatest service we can render to the mankind. While thanking again for giving me this opportunity of presiding over this valedictory session, I will request every one of us, the message of Swami Vivekananda is still valid, as valid as it was when it was pronounced and delivered, and it is our bounden duty as admirers and followers of Swami Vivekananda to carry on that message to nook and corner of the world and every part of the world. Thank you very much.